with our guest, Anila Singh, BJP spokesperson, joining me on the broadcast. PKD Nambiar, political analyst, is also here with us. Chetan Singh, political analyst, is also here with us. And last but by no means the least, Mr. Venkat Narayan, senior journalist, is also joining us on the program. In Assam, PKD was considered to be very close on the heels to the kind of magnificent victory they were able to secure in 2014 in the Lok Sabha elections.
Vineet, if you really recall, the entire Northeast, including, of course, Assam is one of the biggest states on the Northeast in a way, has never been looked at by any government in the last, ever since the independence. BJP coming into power in the Northeastern states have really made these states as a brand and made them a part of the whole of nation as a daily part of our life. Imagine a day when we were never even discussing about an Assam polls. It used to be an isolated one of such kind of a step. Today, and at primetime news channels are talking about the Assam as an important state itself, is the importance of BJP coming into power in Assam. I would like to differ completely with Chetan's opinion related to the AIUDF coming in and polarization. Just ask, put your hands on your chest and just say that AIUDF coming together with Congress alone is the biggest polarization ever since in the independence Assam has ever seen. 8% of the vote last time. It's completely a Muslim party. Badruddin, everybody knows it. It's a black and white story for anybody whomsoever is looking at the politics of Assam knows that it's an absolute Muslim party and it is only for the Muslims it's meant for. And Congress as a national party and as a grand old party is coming together, just like down south in Kerala coming with the Muslim League, and in Assam it is with AIUDF. I think Congress has lost its glory, its charm. It does not believe anymore in any secular values which it always proclaimed. I believe that Congress completely is going to lose this time around again, despite polarizing the vote in the communal way, which is absolutely against the interest of Assam. It's absolutely against the interest of India as a whole. I think this is not the kind of politics we expect from a party like Congress. So as far as Badruddin and Congress coming together, and somebody have to again still talking about the secular government and anti-BJP movement is happening there. I think zero anti-incumbency. I'm talking about Assam. I was there a few days ago. Zero anti-incumbency. A large number of, and there is hardly even Congress is trying its best to talk about the CAA, but on the ground, nobody is interested in CAA, and in 2019, just 1.5 years ago, you know that the BJP has still done its score better in the Lok Sabha election. And what are we talking about? There is no CAA protest there anymore. The only thing which people are talking about is the development. The amount of infrastructural projects in the last 5 years, both at the center and the state has done is remarkable, and people can see it. And that is what people are experiencing it. I think the communal forces must go. And Congress and Badruddin movement is happening there. I think zero anti-incumbency. I'm talking about Assam. I was there a few days ago. Zero anti-incumbency. A large number of, and there is hardly even Congress is trying its best to talk about the CAA, but on the ground, nobody is interested in CAA. And in 2019, just 1.5 years ago, you know that the BJP has still done its score better in the Lok Sabha election. And what are we talking about? There is no CAA protest there anymore. The only thing which people are talking about is the development. The amount of infrastructural projects in the last 5 years, both at the center and the state has done is remarkable, and people can see it, and that is what people are experiencing it. I think the communal forces must go. And Congress and Badruddin coming together is something which is going to spoil the sport.
Okay, Anila Singh.
Sorry, we need talking about Gandhi has got all the people, the millions of Bangladeshis who are there in Assam are brought by Gandhiji or the Congress governments. Whatever you do, all the governments, successive governments of Congress governments in Assam, what were they doing? They were inviting people from Bangladesh, illegal immigrants to come to Assam and spoil
PKD, let him finish. PKD, okay, all right, PKD, I urge you. PKD, okay, PKD.
None other than
try to challenge the matter with
PKD, 1 second.
Gandhiji have
1 second.
each other.
1 second.
Rahul Gandhi, I think you are mistaking. Rahul Gandhi and Gandhiji have
so much of
with each other. I am sorry. I believe you are getting confused between Rahul Gandhi and Gandhi. So there is no Gandhiji anymore in Congress.
Okay,
the Gandhi's Congress is not there. Gandhi's Congress was over in 1947. Today the Congress we are talking about is Rahul Gandhi's Congress. Today we are talking about the Congress of Priyanka Gandhi. Today we are talking about the Gandhi of Sonia Gandhi. Today we are talking about the Congress of only one family.
1 second, 1 second, 1 second, 1 second, PKD, 1 second, 1 second, gentlemen, 1 second, Chetan and PKD, 1 second. All right, you're not making sense. PKD, 1 second, 1 second. PKD, there's also, the FARC Aram, they are going to become a minority. And this is not something which is being said from the top of my head. This is a part of a survey which was conducted, and they said that they do not want to be a minority in their own state. The BJP is in power. The CAA has not been well received in Assam, and neither has the NRC. And if the cultural heritage of Assam has to be saved, what is the current dispensation, if it comes back to power, supposed to do? Because they're stuck between the devil and the deep blue sea.
So there are two aspects to the CAA. Firstly, the CAA is definitely not an issue of the current election in Assam, which is very, very different. People are talking about development, unemployment, all those things are figuring out rather than the CAA. As far as the number two, why this whole ethnic cleansing was happening in Assam? Who is responsible for the ethnic change which has taken place or which is further taking place? I think the people of Assam are really understand that who is the people behind getting illegal migrants to the Assam and changing the very diversity of Assam as an ethnic society. I think everybody understands 15 years Congress ruled in the recent past. And what have they done? Have they done anything? They were still for protecting the illegal migrants, giving them ration cards, giving them free rations, giving them free shelters, just to create vote bank. And this is precisely what's happening even in the West Bengal. Today, the population of West Bengal, what is the percentage of, you will be surprised, Vinny, more than 34% is the official figure of the Muslim population in West Bengal. And in some places, and I'm not, when we say these facts, people will say that, oh, you are communal because we are talking about the word Muslim. There is nothing called as a Muslim or a Hindu when you talk about the governmental facts. I think what we all need to do, understand that there is a big crime or a mistake has been done by the successive Congress governments in Assam to the Assamese, irrespective of which religion they belong to. I think Congress have to pay for another 100 years more to be staying out of power in Assam. And I think every Assami today understands that.
All right, PKD, be careful what you wish for when you say those things. But Anila, at the same time, we won't be able to accommodate your last point. Nevertheless, we have to dip into a short commercial break. We'll be back with more. Stay tuned.